Honey, Honey Lion by Jan Brett, a story from Africa. Let's take a look at the cover of this book. This story is about the special relationship between a bird called Honey Guide and a honey badger, this animal here. These are two real kinds of animals. They live in Botswana, which is a part of Africa. Let's read the story and find out how the relationship changes one day. The inside cover of this book is a really pretty picture by Jan Brett. In true Jan Brett fashion, she has realistic pictures of the animals. This story is about animals, as most of her stories are. She also has frames around the pictures that go with it, and they're really interesting. Honey, Honey Lion by Jan Brett. In Africa, the honey guide and the honey badger are partners when it comes to honey. The little bird follows a bee to its hive, and then she leads the honey badger there to break it open with its big, strong claws. Together they share the sweetness, and that is the way it has always been. What a neat way to work together. The little bird finds the honey, and then the honey badger breaks it open, and they both get to eat. What a great example of teamwork. Maybe this day Badger was hungrier than usual. Maybe he forgot about Honey Guide, who showed him the way. Or could he have been thinking, my strong claws do all the hard work? Whatever the reason, that day Badger would not share. It's not very nice of Badger. How do you think Honey Guide feels? Honey Guide scolded Badger as he waddled back to the jackalberry tree, his tummy almost touching the ground. She fussed and fumed as he tried to fit into his burrow. Finally, she cried out for all the animals to hear, "No fair! No fair!" Soon all the guinea hens were broadcasting the news. Honey Guide is in a major rage. And in true Jan Brett fashion, we kind of have a side story going on here. This animal here that you see here is a guinea hen. And so Honey Guide told the guinea hens what Badger had done, and now the guinea hen is telling this animal. So we got to watch the side story too. But Badger didn't hear. He was sound asleep, smiling, snoring, and hiccuping from his big meal. Whoop! Badger roared out the loudest hiccup of all, and his deep, low rumble gave Honey Guide an idea. So now this animal right here is talking to an elephant over here. So the news is traveling about what that badger did. Mean badger. The Honey Guide showed it the honey. Why couldn't he give him a little bit? That little bird can't eat that much. Here he is, pure sick because he ate too much. The next morning, Badger woke up hungry, his tummy flat as a pancake. That's when Honey Guide flew by, heading for the great gray baobab. "Honey, honey, honey," she cried, grinning. The little bird zigzagged over its large roots. Pitter-patter. This tree right here. Badger ran after her. Pitter-patter. And you'll start to see these words in this story. This word is pitter and patter. And it's not really something that somebody says, but it's a type of word that means a sound. It's called automatopoeia. So really, you'll see more of these as we go along. Honey Guide flew low across the water hole. Splish, splash! Badger paddled after her. Splish, splash! So this is what they do every day. Honey Guide leads him to honey, and then he cracks it open, and then they can eat it. Notice on the side here, the hippo is now telling this animal. So all the word's spreading about what happened. Honey Guide glided to the top of a termite mound and bounced on one foot. Sprung! Badger scrambled to the top and bounced off. Sprung! More automatopoeia. The animals are still talking about it over here in the side stories. Honeygod landed on a hollow log. It echoed as she stomped along. Boom, 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 boom. Badger hurried to catch up. Boom, boom, boom. Next, Honeygod flitted through a stand of papyrus. Tall, dry weaves waved back and forth. Clickety-click. Badger traipsed along, muttering, "Where is that honey?" The papyrus rattled as he went by. Clickety-click. Now these animals are talking. Now this little red bird is telling the zebra over here. Honeygod led him through a field of golden bristlegrass. Swish, swish. Badger huffed and puffed, but the thought of the delicious meal waiting for him kept him going. Swish, swish. Now the zebra is telling the giraffe. All the animals are going to know what Badger did. By now, Badger was tired and wet and itchy and sore, but he didn't slow down because Honeygod was just ahead of him. She flashed her wings, fanned her tail, and dove under an acacia tree. Badger charged in after her, singing triumphantly, "Honey, honey, lion!" Oh, dear. That's not honey. Oh, no. Look, now the lion is jumping after Badger. Lion, lion, lion! Badger turned on his tail and ran. Swish, swish through the grass, clickety-clack into the papyrus, boom, boom over the hollow log. That badger is running right there. See, all the other animals are just watching. Almost looks like some of them are laughing. And that lion is just a-chasing. Sprung over the termite mound, splish splash across the water hole, pitter patter over the baobab roots. Badger dashed into his burrow. Honeygod cheered. In a flash, Badger was far from the entrance as he could be. Look at him tucked way down in there. Let me zoom in on that so you can see that. See Badger in that hole right there? The lion is reaching in after him. Right behind him was Lion's huge paw, batting the air, but he could not reach him. And that's the closest any animal could be to an angry lion and live to tell the tale. All these animals worked together, didn't they? Getting the news. Hope he learned his lesson. That evening, Mongoose squeaked to Elephant, who trumpeted to Hippo, who bellowed to Warthog, who squealed to Bishop Bird, who piped to Hyena, who whooped to Zebra, who snorted to Giraffe, who was overheard by Guinea Hen, who bugled it far and wide. It was the Bush Telegraph, and it said, "If Honeygod leads you to a beehive, be sure to reward her, or next time she will lead you to a lion."